Hi.
Hey.
Yeah, welcome to That's That, the show where we talk about what's going on with our friends.
And what's going on in the North State of California?
Yeah. So this is our inaugural show, first episode. Maybe we should try to set it up a little bit, huh?
Yeah, how about we'll start with a background.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Yeah, Chicago, that'll do.
Detroit, maybe?
Oh, is that Detroit? The skylines are so similar
I
around
don't
those
know.
Great Lake
Yeah.
steaks.
Maybe. Steaks? You got steaks on the mind?
I do.
All right. So things are going good so far. No real huge gaffes. Should we try for an intro?
Yeah, you know, we should introduce some of the people that are going to be on the show and helping us with the fun programming.
All right.
Let's roll. Catchy tune, I like that.
Yeah.
That's that. Up next, we're going to go to Elliot Maldonado, our local weather correspondent.
Here's the weather daddy in action.
Cool. All right, we're live.
Weather Daddy, what can you tell us about the news?
All right, guys. So I got some stuff written down here. Yeah, thanks, guys. Let's take a look outside. It's looking red, very dusty, very dry. It's gonna be really windy all over this area. No biking this week. I don't think you should. Try to stay home. It's just really hot. Really hot. Why don't we take a look at the south camera real quick. There you go. This is a little bit easier. It's still really hot though, but you can hang out in this area over here. It's still dusty though, so bring your canteens. Don't drink too much. Stay safe. And I don't know, let's take a look at the weather for the rest of the week. Yeah, didn't work. So one more time. There you go. All right, so let's see. Monday, it's gonna look red and sunny. On Tuesday, though, a little bit of a cloud. The Wednesday, there's a lightning, and also on Thursday, lightning. 2 clouds for the Friday. We got a lightning and what looks like ice. And then on Sunday, absolutely nothing. So just go for it. All right?
Well, Weather Daddy, that tells me nothing about my local weather. What can you tell me about weather in Chico rather than weather on Mars?
I walked here earlier. It's really just mellow. You can walk everywhere. It's gonna be fine. It might rain or maybe not. There's like a 50-50 chance that it could either rain or, I don't know, maybe not. What do you want me to say, man?
Weather Daddy, can you tell me about what it's going to be like the rest of the week, maybe?
It's, yeah, dude. Yep. I had this app out, and I don't... Yep, there you go. Looks like there's a few clouds in there. Most of it is just sunny. It's fine. It's fine. You'll be fine, man.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
You've been a really bad boy, Weather Daddy.
Yeah, of course. Anytime, guys.
What?
It's apparent to me right now that there's still some kinks that we're going to have to work out.
I thought he knew a little bit more about the weather than he really, showed us today.
Well, first episode, no worries. I'm not concerned, not stressed out.
No sweat off my back.
Yeah. Actually, I sat down recently with a philosophy friend of mine.
The Chico State professor?
Yeah.
Mr. Jones.
You call him Dr. Jones.
Ooh, I forgot. He does have his doctorate in philosophy.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
It went really well. You want to check it out?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go.
Okay.
What are numbers?
Good question. What are numbers? Well, I can tell you a little bit about what philosophers think numbers are.
I'd love
I
to
can
hear.
tell you about what I think numbers are.
Yeah.
Numbers, it's a great question because I think most people don't think about that question. Most people don't think what are numbers, or just learn about math and you have these things are numbers, right? But if you think about sentences, statements that involve numbers, like for example, 3 is prime. 3 is a prime number, right? And a prime number is any number divisible by itself and 1 without remainder. So going back to our 5th grade stuff. So you have 3 is a prime number. 3 is prime. And then most people, once they understand the concept of prime, they're going to say that statement is true. 3 is a prime number. So that's not controversial. But what's controversial is what makes it true. How is it true that 3 is prime? So people who do logic and philosophy of language, their view is that, well, here's a way you think about something being true. Like, let's take the statement, snow is white.
Okay.
And if I said, Jeff, do you believe the statement is true? Snow is white?
Sometimes, yes.
Sometimes. You're good. So, but in general, if someone were to say, Jeff, what color is snow? If you get it right, I'll give you $1 million. You would say,
White.
right. So, how do you know that the statement snow is white is true? How would you do that? How would you determine whether it's true?
Well, I mean, you'd have to look at all of the snow.
Look at the snow and then do what?
Determine that it's white?
Yeah, see if it's white.
Yeah.
So you have this object, snow, then you have this property of whiteness, and we're saying that object, snow, has the property of whiteness. And that's what makes it true, right?
Yeah.
Non-controversial. Okay, now, here's where the controversy comes in. Let's go back to our sentence, 3 is a prime number.
Yeah.
Where's 3? Can I observe 3? Can I see whether 3, can I look at it?
No.
I can look at like 3 apples like in
Yeah.
kindergarten.
3 books.
Those are not the number 3.
Yeah.
Those are just...
It just happens to be 3 of them.
Right. So, now we have a question. How could the statement 3 is prime be true if the way that we discovered the truth
If
of
it's
things...
unobservable.
It's unobservable. So what are numbers? What is 3? How can we say that there's this thing that has this property of primitiveness, of primeness? So, I'll tell you what some of the answers are. The most popular answer, if you ask your average math major, mathematician, someone who's not a philosopher, they're going to say, well, 3 exists as an idea. It's a concept.
Yeah.
Philosophers like to say things like, they use a fancy word, it's an abstract object. It's a non-physical, non-spatio-temporal object.
An idea.
Yeah, but it exists. So the number 3 exists sort of up in Platonic heaven somewhere, and it's just there, and it's always existed. And it's
Up in the
eternal.
cloud.
Up in the cloud, in the eternal cloud. So that's one view that says numbers are abstract objects. They're non-spatio-temporal, non-physical, eternal objects. Right? Now, that sounds a little bit spooky to some people. Some philosophers don't like it. Makes philosophers uncomfortable to have to countenance the existence of these abstract objects. Right? So other philosophers have said, actually, you know what? There is no such thing as 3. There's no such thing as numbers. They're all a total, utter creation and construct of human beings. 3, 4, none of those numbers exist. And so at first you'll go, okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
But there's a consequence of that that's kind of unwelcomed, and that is, if the number 3 doesn't exist, then the statement 3 is prime is false, because there's nothing there to... It's like saying, think of it like this. If I said, Jeff, did Oliver Twist live in London?
Yes.
In the story of Oliver Twist, he lived in London. Did Oliver Twist actually live in London?
No.
No. So in the story, it's true. So here's a sense in which it's true. Oliver Twist lived in London, but he didn't live in Paris. So if I were to say, did Oliver Twist live in Paris? You would go, no, he lived in London. But then if I said, really? Did he really live in London? You go, no. That's just a story someone made up. Okay. If that makes sense to you.
Yeah, it does.
Now let's go to the view of numbers. 3 is prime is true in the human construct, in the story we write about math. But in reality, 3 is prime is false, because there is no 3. It doesn't exist. So, one view says, oh, it exists, and it's this spooky, non-spatiotemporal, non-physical thing, who knows where it is. And this other view, and that seems kind of spooky, and then the other view says, no, 3 doesn't exist, but all of our statements about math are all false. So 2 plus 2 equals 4 is false. So now you're asking me
My grandpa always told me that 1 plus 1 equals 3. And I was like, that doesn't make sense. And he's like, you'll understand when you're older.
And do you understand that?
Now I do, yes.
Can you enlighten me? Because I'm...
It's a sex joke.
Okay, I see. Well, anyway, so there you go. So what my view on that is that, here's my view. Whichever one of these gets you the answer that you need, so I'm kind of pragmatic about this. I have no problem with abstract objects. I don't think I'm okay with there being spooky things.
Interesting. You know, I've always had those deep concepts of numbers, but I've never been able to put the words to them as well as he kind of like framed them out.
Well, you know, Jesse, what are words? We'll have to get back to Dr. Jones on that one, huh?
Yeah. If you want to check out the rest of that interview, you can go online at.
That show.
Yeah, it's probably on YouTube.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah.
All right. Another one of our new fun segments. I guess they're all new. Then they're all fun. Is Angie Mama's Kitchen. She's going to teach us how to make I believe, a pocky dog today.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called? Pocky dogs?
Pocket.
Oh.
Like, in the pocket.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds
Pocket
a little,
dog.
Yeah, I didn't know. I was like, well, I wonder what pocky is.
Well, let's find out.
Hey, you look hungry. On today's episode, we have a very special guest. Welcome, Lakosha. And I am going to teach Lakosha how to make some pocket wieners. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. You need 3 ingredients. Hot dogs. Did you know that hot dogs are full of calcium and vitamin D? You got crescent rolls, America's croissant, and mustard. Who doesn't love mustard? First, you're gonna take the crescent roll and open it up. Hey, can you help me get this out?
Do you have a spoon?
I got a knife.
That looks dangerous. Okay, technical difficulties. Is this how you're supposed to open this?
No.
Okay. I think we got this.
You're gonna take this nice big roll of dough and you're going to get your hot dog. You're gonna wrap it up. Give it a nice little blankie, a nice little warm, soft, safe place for your hot dog. And then you also want to give it a hat. Keep the top of them nice and warm. Would you like to assist me in making more?
Can I try? Can I put a hot dog in a sleeping bag? Right. How much material for your sleeping bag?
As much as you want. However warm you want to keep those wieners.
I like my wieners really warm.
Do you know any fun facts about dough that you can share with the audience today?
Not really. Some people refer to money as dough.
Okay, you're gonna want to get some Pam and spray your pan. And place your dogs evenly on the spray pan.
They need their own space.
All that dough. All right, folks, looks like the puck dogs are done. Listen to that sizzle. Okay, for the finishing touch, you got to put on some baby eyes. You're gonna get the mustard, some chopsticks. You're just gonna dab it in there and give them a couple of eyes. Well, Lakosha, I think we did a good job. You sure do look delicious.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. This little guy's eyes are covered up, so we're just gonna leave him be. All right. All right, Lakosha, are you ready for your pocket dog?
Yeah.
There you go. Kids, get in here and try your pocket dogs. Yeah, kids. Always gotta feed them, bathe them. Thank you, Mom. And here you go. Pocket dogs.
Anything? It was good.
Yeah, you like that?
I'll eat pocket dogs all day. I'll have one to go.
Yeah. Put a little bit of mustard on there and you got yourself a meal, huh?
Yeah.
What's your spaghetti policy here?
Not in the pocket.
Yeah. All right.
Well, this has been a lot of fun, you know. I'm going to see you next week.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll see us.
Well, until next week.
That's that. Was that good, Rendell? Oh, okay. Where's Rendell?
Was that good, Rendell?
Where's Rendell?
I don't know. I think
I'm right here, Jeff. Have you been looking for me? Well, that's good. Good to know. 'Cause I've been right here this whole time. Just editing away. Slaving. Getting this show ready. Just don't worry where I am.
You ready? Okay. Sure, yeah.
Hi everyone, I'm Angie and I'm a mom, hence the name Angie Mama. I live a pretty domestic life. I like to knit, craft, not really clean, but I like to cook. So I thought it'd be a good idea to share some recipes and show how people like to cook and eat in the North States. Everyone gets hungry and everyone's got to eat. Hope you enjoy.
And action. Hello, my name is Lakosha. I'm an extraterrestrial being from a star cluster that you humans have likely never heard of. I've come to Earth to infiltrate human minds with a vapid medium. That's why I am That's fashion correspondent.
Emergency broadcast system. Stand by for further information.
Yves Saint Laurent said once that fashion fades, but style is eternal, much like my life forms. So, if you see me on the street, make sure to make eye contact, as I can read your mind. And that's that.
Bing.
Okay, go for it.
Hi, I'm Lisa Marie, and I am the director and sports anchor for That's That sports show, How to Score. I love sports. I love basketball. I love football. I love soccer. I love stress balls. Look at where that's at. In my segments, I'll be covering every sport from pickleballs to bocce ball, tennis balls, all the balls. So stay tuned to That's That. Okay.
Hi, my name is Elliot, and I do the weather report. I also do the music. I'm really good at the weather. I can always tell when it's cloudy outside and when it's hot. So that's how I got the job. I do the music on my iPad in my bedroom when I'm sad. So I'm constantly making music. I can play all the instruments that are on the iPad. That's that.
Another click.
Yeah, go.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jesse. I like to hang out, sit around, and not do anything most of the time. But when I'm not doing that, I like to make TV shows. This is it. This is the gold one. Hey, everybody. I'm Jesse. I'm the co-host of That's That. I'd like to consider myself the Andy Richter of the program. I like to help out. I like to spit every single idea, no matter how inane or silly it sounds. I'm the head writer, and I just try to involve myself in as many different things as I can, so that way I get credit. Here at That's That, we're always looking for news and fun things in the local Northern California area, and it's the place where I grew up. I moved over here from Wyoming and have really fallen in love with this general area. I call it the best rut I've ever been in. Well, look forward to seeing you guys back on the show as we get a little more acquainted with one another. Until then, please email us at thatshow@gmail.com.
That's that. Take one, because that's all I need. Lord Randall here, and it's probably one of the few times you'll see me in front of the camera because all these clowns can't do anything behind the camera. I'm not going to sit here and BS you and make a bunch of job titles that don't exist. We're here, we're live, well, live on Periscope. You'll see me in a couple weeks. But yeah, all these guys are jabronis and marks. I'm the real deal. Let's do this. That's that show. Take one, the only take.
What a day for global celebration. Hello, I'm Jeff, host of That's That. I also shoot, edit, direct, and produce a lot of the footage that you'll see in this upcoming season. In my spare time, I work. I enjoy reading, writing, sunsets on the beach, and sunrises with tequila. I hope you enjoy this season. Me and my friends have put a lot of work into this. You'll see fashion segments, cooking segments, sports segments, weather segments, interviews, and general amusement. I feel like this is our art that we're producing for the North State. And I really sincerely hope that you like it. Because if you don't, then this was just a waste of time. Anyway, enjoy!
Everybody does it. So how can I expect to have friends if I get the reputation of being a sweet little mama's boy? Being a sweet little mama's boy. Hold it. Can you spare a few minutes to listen to a guy who's been around?